Hello, I'm ABXToyCat and welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to be talking about TU30, also known as the next big update for Minecraft, Xbox and Minecraft PlayStation. And the reason I'm making this video now is because TU29 is finally out, which means we now know with almost 100% certainty that the next thing 4J are going to be working on is the next big feature update. They're already teasing us about it, and I figured the first thing people want to know about a feature update is what features does it include. So I'm going to be trying to answer that in today's video. It's not as easy as it used to be, where it used to be, oh, the next PC version is 1.7, so all these features, they have started to change the way they work on these updates a little bit, but I figured I'd adapt and let you know about the features in today's video. So please do a like video if you do like it, because it helps out the channel a lot, and lets me know you do like it. I want to see more stuff like this on the channel, but let's get straight into the video already, shall we? So let's start by explaining how I'm going to do this. So right now, we only have one feature, 100% confirmed, and that is the most requested feature for this next update, which is, of course, new biomes. So as regards to everything else coming in this update, because it's not just going to be a new biomes update, I figured, the best way to talk about this is to talk about it in levels of, like, how likely it is to be confirmed. So we've had very, very heavy hints to some things, so we know they're probably coming in the next update, but we've also seen some things that, could be coming, but aren't necessarily worth saying are confirmed, and I think they talk about those all, but as to how likely they are to be confirmed. So that's what I'm going to be doing today. Let's get straight into it, though, by talking about new biomes. So new biomes were confirmed to be in this next update, and if you're not familiar with new biomes already, then you're clearly new to the channel, but basically, your new biomes are one of the most exciting features for Minecraft, because they more than double the number of biomes there is to access. Right now, even though there's 23 technical biomes, there's really like 8 major different biomes. You've got your jungle, you've got your swamp, you've got your desert, your plains, etc. And although they're cool and it's really nice the first time you explore them, you can really get a feel for all of those very, very fast, and all these new biomes make it exciting. So stuff like the Mesa Biome is one of the most amazing biomes you'll ever see. It's crazy to look at, it's really cool, and it's just it's got some new blocks like red sand and red sandstone. There's also stuff you think about, like for instance, you look at the Savannah Biome, which is kind of like a cross between a desert and a plains, the best bit of both, and as well as villages to find, and a new type of tree, acacia wood. All these types of things are found in the new biome. So they're the most exciting feature, and they're currently the only feature we have 100% confirmed, but we've also had some things which have been indirectly hinted at in such a strong way that they probably are going to be confirmed. So the first one of these is new flowers. So new flowers is very likely, because if you don't know, in the last update, TU25 I believe it was, they actually decided to update the flower texture to make it the new flower from, the 1.7 update, which is also the poppy, because they changed the rose from the poppy so they can make a rose bush, I believe, and the fact that they changed that early is just, it seems like an indirect hint, but it's mostly for texturing reasons, but that means it was something in development at the time. It's something they wanted to do either then or immediately after, which means, the new flowers, not only are they confirmed by, or like very likely because of the new biomes, but they also updated the texture. In the same category as this is the new wood. You might notice right now there's 2 types of wood available in creative that aren't in survival, which is the acacia wood and the dark oak wood. These are found in 2 of the new biomes, the savanna for acacia and the rooftop forest for the dark oak. These are very, very likely because they put them in the game files, people found them, and they figured, let's just give it to them in creative. And if this is a feature that's a long, long way away, there's no way they're tied away. But again, it's not 100% confirmed, it's just very presumably confirmed, and that is new wood. So very, very likely, but technically not confirmed. And also in the same category is all of the new blocks for the new biomes. So stuff like in the the podzol biome. Oh, sorry, in the the mega tiger biome, there's stuff like podzol and there's grassless dirt. Stuff like this is presumably confirmed, but not necessarily. And finally, the sponge. They changed the sponge texture in TU28. The fact that they did this during a bug fix, it seems a little suspicious. It could just be that they want to, keep the texture consistent, or to me, it seems more like, again, they're working on the sponge behind the scenes, and they decided to change the texture as maybe either a hint, or just because they need to do it for texture pack reasons. Either way, though, they did in fact change the sponge, and that means that's very likely too. So, therefore, these are the features we know are probably coming. So if you're excited for red sandstone to build with, that's cool. If you're excited for the new woods and survival, that's awesome. Or if you're excited for the new flowers and new ways to get dye, that's also cool. But what about features that are probably coming? So since they did mention and other stuff, in their thing, of course, this is a small hint of the other 1.7 features. But again, they haven't been working off the PC, the way it works. So they used to go, 1.2 to 1.3, etc. However, last update had some 1.7, some 1.8, and they could do the same this time. Not finish off 1.7, but bring 1.8 features instead. However, 1.7 features are the most likely, and if you're wondering exactly what those are, there is new potions in 1.7, or the new potion to be precise, the waterproofing potion, so you can go underwater, which is pretty cool. There was new enchantments, these were for fishing rods, and they came with the new fishing system, and to be honest, this system would be pretty cool in my opinion, and it's pretty, reasonably easy to implement, so that's why I think new fishing is very likely, and the new enchantments to go with it. If you're wondering, the two new enchantments, they're called like Lure and Luck of the Sea, they're pretty cool, and also there is the Unbreaking enchantment, which although it currently exists in the game, you're probably familiar, you can't get it on armor and swords naturally. This update changes it, so you can get, Unbreaking on your chest plate or on your sword and stuff, which I think is a pretty nice thing. So that's something I'd like to see regardless, and I think these are the most likely things. Also very likely is new host options. The last few updates have been really good with improving our host option capability. The next update, very likely to continue on that trend. Exactly what it will be is beyond me, but something to do with host options is very likely. So what about stuff that, is somewhat likely? I mean, it could be in the realm of possibility, but we don't really know so far. This includes stuff like amplified world types. So this is one that, would work really well with the new biomes, but, as to exactly whether or not they're going to implement it is beyond us. Some PC options like this do remain left behind, especially since it makes the world generation take twice as long on the PC. If you think about making a 360 world right now, how long does that take? Like close to a minute. Are you willing to wait 2 minutes to play an amplified world? I think you might be, but they'd have to clarify in the options menu like this will take 2 minutes, and maybe they don't want to do that. That's what I'm saying. It's somewhat likely. It's a 1.7 feature, but it's one that requires a pretty it says beefy PC on the PC, so just something to watch out for that. The other 1.8 features are also somewhat likely, because to make the sponge in survival, although the sponge could just be a creative only block and they want to make it just absorb stuff, I think they'd be introducing it into survival, and therefore to make it in survival you need to have the Guardian, or just the Water Temple at the very least, but the Guardian is also very nice, and the Eld Guardian stuff. Those 1.8 features are somewhat likely, and another one that seems likely to some degree, although whether it comes to an update or not as Biome, is Realms. So Realms is a 1.7 feature from the PC, but it's kind of a massive service beyond that. So they do want to have it on the consoles. Realms is one of their goals, but whether or not they'll put it in the next update, it's hard to say. So that's why it's only somewhat likely. Next up, let's go into features that might be coming to Minecraft consoles. So this is mostly the 1.8 features, because like I mentioned, last update had a few 1.8 features. They were mostly cosmetic, but it did kind of just, say, there's only 2 updates left on the PC, let's just mix and match what we want. So any 1.8 feature could be coming, that's why the Garden Water Temple could be there, but any other 1.8 feature could come too, especially if it's, a reasonably easy one to put in there. So if you think about stuff like slime blocks, rabbits, endermites, banners, mutton, diorite, andesite, new enchanting system, the lapis system, any of those could technically be coming in this update. I wouldn't bet on any of them coming in particular, but I would say one of them, or maybe 2 or 3 of them or something, would be coming if it is a 1.7 update. I would imagine, because even when we used to follow the PC system, we used to sometimes bring stuff forward. Something from 1.8 will be in this next update probably. Exactly what it will be though is beyond us. We'll probably receive a hint on that later, but for now, it could be rabbits. It could be the new diorite, andesite, granite thing. It could be the new enchantment system, but we don't know exactly what. So that's something worth mentioning there. Along the same lines, some form of console exclusive, whatever it might be, like kind of how we had the End Dragon fight, kind of how we have these small things, could be coming this update, but again, we have no idea what it would be, so it might be coming, but since we have no idea what the particular feature would be, it's unlikely to say a particular thing. Although I'm just saying, if I had to put money on something, I would definitely say llamas, so hashtag never stop believing in llamas. So, moving on from that into the final category here, because you might think, okay, so if 1.8 features could be coming, as well as, a lot of 1.7 features, what about 1.9? That's the next update. It's currently got snapshots out so they can see it, right? However, 1.9 features are quite unlikely, and you might think, why, Toycat? Why are they unlikely? What about dual wielding? What about all these things? Because of the fact that, this the 1.9 is changing so much on the PC, the things that are in the snapshots now might not necessarily be in the final version of 1.9, and that's why I believe that any, 1.9 feature you see in a snapshot isn't confirmed for the, final version of that, and that's why it's not going to be on the console. The console is always trying, so if you're catching up, why work on a 1.9 feature that might not be there when you can work on a 1.8 feature that will be there, because, that update came out over a year ago now. So that's the reasoning behind 1.9 features being incredibly unlikely, and yeah, that's kind of the full spectrum of features that will be coming in this next update. We know new biomes, we know probably new flowers, new wood, new sponges, we know likely the rest of 1.7, like new enchantments, new fishing, and more host options, and we know, any other feature from the PC or Realms is something that could be coming, but we don't know exactly how much yet. So I hope you did enjoy this video. I did want to kind of inform you as much as possible, even though we don't know too much right now. Hopefully you did like it. If you did, please do like it and let me know. It helps out the channel a lot and lets me know you do like it. Share it if you really liked it and subscribe if you're new around here. I'd love to know in the comments down below what feature you're excited for the most out of anyone I've discussed in this video. Even if you don't think it's likely, would you like to see the rabbits? Let me know in the comments down below. And other than that, I hope you all enjoyed it, and I'll see you all in the next video. Goodbye.